development, testing, right? So these are the different stages in the SDLC that we discussed. After that, what we discussed next here, Java programming language. What is Java programming language? Then applications. Which are the applications that are developed with the help of Java language? Which are the applications? Yes.
Standalone applications, web-based, and enterprise applications.
Correct. So we discussed applications which are developed by using the Java language, the desktop application, they are also known as standalone application, web-based application. Web-based applications are nothing but they are client server-based application, then enterprise application, correct? Mobile application, robotics and game. Now, important, what are the editions? Editions of Java language. What are the editions? Standard edition, it is also known as Java SE. Standard edition. That is what? J2SE, right? J2SE. Why standard edition is used? Use of standard edition. Yes, use of standard edition. Use of standard edition.
For core Java related things.
Or can you say to develop desktop application
Yes.
or standalone application? We can say the standard edition, it is used to develop desktop application, or you can say it's used to develop the standalone application. Then J2SC, J2EE, J2EE. Why J2EE is used? To develop web-based application, to develop enterprise-based applications, right? Then micro edition. Next is micro edition, correct? Then Java FX. So Java FX, it is used to develop the internet application. Now in today's session, we are going to discuss what are the features of Java language. Why Java language is too popular? Due to there are different features which are supported by the Java language. First feature is it's a simple. Simple. Java language is a very simple language. It's simple language in the sense that there are whatever see, as I told you, every language it's having some syntax, it's having some structure. So same Java language is having also some syntax and structure, but that structure and syntax it's somewhat easy as compared to C++. C++ is what? Like it is in Java language is a pure object oriented and C++ also object oriented language. So this object oriented language, whatever the syntax or whatever the properties which are used in the C++, some property are used in the Java also. And whatever the complex property like operator overloading or pointers, multiple inheritance, it is not supported in Java. So first of all, we will try to understand what is pointer. What is pointer? I am saying ki complex feature is a pointer. But what is pointer? First, you must know what is pointer. Okay, so pointer is what? Pointer is nothing but, see, in the simple word, what is a variable? What is a variable? Paint is visible? Yes, can you see paint?
Yes, visible.
Yes, visible.
So variable is what? See, I'm saying ki variable first. Before understanding the pointer concept, you must know variable concept. So what is variable? Variable is nothing but, right? Variable is nothing but it is also known as, it is a container. Variable, it is a container which contains value. It is a container which contains value. It is a container which contains value, which stores, which contains a value, right? Which contains a value. Suppose here, this A, I'm saying it's it's a container, A is a container, but this A container, it can have some address. See, container is what? Which contains any value. Container which contains any value. Suppose I'm saying in the kitchen there is a shelf. In the kitchen there is a cupboard. Okay. Now this is your complete cupboard. And in the cupboard there are different what you can say, different parts are there, or different compartments are there. Suppose this is one compartment, this is second, and this is fourth. Means this is your complete shelf, right? And on this shelf if you can say, where is your sugar container? You can say this is your sugar container, right? It's a sugar container. This is what? Tea powder. All right, it's a small container. Or there is another container which store rice. One more container which is store 5 kg of sugar, right? Right? So what we are saying here, if you observe, this is your cupboard and this is the different containers. And why container we are using? Why to use container? To store something, right? The first container, this first container, it is storing, suppose it's containing sugar. Second is containing tea powder, right? Second is containing tea powder. This container contains rice, means the different containers, they are used to store the particular material, right? And again, material can be liquid or solid, correct? As per that you need to store. Suppose you are having a liquid material. Can you store that liquid material in a paper container? Not possible, right? If you are having liquid material we cannot store in a paper container, right? So same, liquid content you need to store in the solid container only. So, and as per the size, suppose this container is somewhat big container, and this container, suppose it can contain 4 kg of rice. It can store 4 kg of rice. If I am trying to store 10 kg of rice, what will happen? 10 kg of rice. Can I store? I cannot store. Why? The size or limited size of this container is, it contain only 10 kg of sugar. It cannot store more than that, right? Size, it varies. Size, as per this size only we need to store the value inside that container, correct? So same, this is one thing. Another thing is what? If anyone asks ki, where is sugar container? Where is sugar container? What you will say? What you will say? You can go to the kitchen. There is a cupboard on that shelf for topmost first container. From top first container, that is what your sugar container, right? This is what, how you are specifying, right? And how you have stored this sugar, it can store 1 kg of sugar, so you have stored 1 kg of sugar only here, correct? And if anyone asks, you are saying the address from on the cupboard, in the cupboard first, or on the top first container, that it contains sugar, correct? This is the address. Same, can I say in the programming language, we can say this cupboard is nothing but memory, computer's memory, right? This cupboard is nothing but, it's a computer memory where it is storing, there are different containers. Container only, what we are saying in programming, the container, they are known as variables. Container means, what you can say, containers are nothing but, these are the variables. Container are nothing but, these are the variables. Okay, container is nothing but, it's a variable. Okay, container is nothing but, it's a variable, and which stores value. Variable which stores value, and every container, it stores some value, and it's having address. It's having address. This sugar container, we can say it's a variable, and it contains some value, that is sugar, and address is what? Address is what? Suppose I'm specifying it as a 1. What's the address? 1. So same in the memory, the sugar, this is what, and for, see, we are not saying like on every container you can write a name also, right? With the paper you are writing, and you can stick on that. So same, every container, because why to apply that names? Because you can easily find out which container. Suppose same box is there. See, this is one box, and as per this same box, suppose there is one more box. Now, how you will come to know? How you will identify these two boxes? By their names only, na? In the on the cupboard, there is a possibility. On the cupboard, there is a possibility. Two containers, they are having same size, same shape, same color, everything is same. Then how you will come to know? How you will come to know? Based upon their address and by their name only. By their name and by their address, you can understand. So here, contain or variable is nothing. Suppose just consider this container I have taken here. This is the container, or we can say it's a variable, I'm giving it name as a, for identification, I'm giving it name as a. For the identification, I'm specifying its name as a. And in the memory, we are giving the address. Suppose we are not providing, compiler will do that. But suppose just consider address is 1001. And what it's storing, we are not going to store sugar and rice. We are going to store values. Integer value, decimal value, string type value, floating type, double, those kind of value we are going to store. So what is that float? What is the double? What are the different data types? That we'll see later. For the moment, just try to understand what is a variable. It is a container. And compulsory, every variable it is having address, right? Again, here in the notes, I will write what is variable. Here, variable is what? Variable, it is a it is a container. It is a container which stores the value, which stores the value. Again, every variable is identified by every variable identified by its name. Every variable has address. Okay, every variable has address. Correct? Address in the memory. Okay. Clear? What is variable? Now, what we'll consider, I'm having one more variable. In the memory, there can be a number of variables. In the memory, there can be n number of variables. One more variable is there. Suppose there is a one more variable. At this variable, B variable, it stores, B variable, it is storing address of a variable. It's a B is a variable which is, rather than storing any random value, rather than storing any data, what it's storing address of a variable. What it's storing? It is storing address of a variable. It's storing address of a variable. What is the address? 1001. B variable, it is storing address of a variable. And this B variable, again, it is having its own address too. It can have its own address too. Okay. Now suppose when a variable, when when a variable, it stores address of another variable, that variable is called as pointer. That variable is called as pointer. Now, as a user, when I'm trying to access this variable, P variable, I can access address of this A variable. As a user, when I'm trying to access value which is stored inside this B variable, while accessing that value, actually I can access value of A variable. Agree? See, I know address. Suppose any person, any thief, just to consider, this is your home. Okay, this is your home, right? This is your home, and this is unknown person. He's unknown person, right? This is your home. This is unknown person. Now, if this unknown person, here, this this is your home, where you are having locker. Here is a locker, right? Here is a locker, and here another person, or we can say there is a thief. The thief. Now, if this thief, he knows your address, right? Address, and he knows from where you see, after locking your door also, from where he can enter, he know that address, from where, how to enter into the home. If he knows, what he can do, he can easily enter your home, right? Without your understanding. Just a minute. Okay, so home, this is the home and the address. Every home is having address. Now this tip, what he will do, if you know address of your home, see after locking your door also, if he knows in some area from where he can enter, so what he will do in your absentee, he can enter your home, right? He can enter in your home and he can go to your locker and he can store all the valuable assets, right? There is a possibility. Same, can we consider this pointer is nothing but like it is providing address. It is providing directly address of any another variable, right? In the memory, any variable in the memory, see programmers or user, they don't know, programmer or user, they don't know address and all, but this it's allowing, pointer is allowing to access the address of any another variable. It is allowing to access the address of any other variable. So what will happen in this case? In this case, what will happen? Anyone can change this value. Suppose we are saying variable A is storing 10 value. Variable A is storing 10 value. But this B, pointer B, or any other person who is accessing this, he can change this value. Any other user, anyone. Suppose Aniket can change, Monish can change, anyone can change this value. If you are having access to the address, you are having authority to change that value. But I don't want to change. A is, see, for everywhere, A is storing 10 value only. But anyone comes and if he changing this value to 0, what will happen? Right? It is a data loss, incorrect data, inconsistency. Right? We are saying ki a variable, it is storing 10 value. But in this case, as any user, it's able to access this internal data with the help of this address, the value can change. Value can get changed. To avoid that, what we can do, we are, don't use pointers. So same thing is given here. Java does not support pointers. It does not allow, it compulsory ask every variable to store value. No one can store address. No one can store address. Every variable, it must contain value only, not address of any other variable. That is what pointer. Pointer concept clear? If you are not able to understand, no problem, because anyway pointer is not supported in Java. So just try to understand, pointer is nothing but it stores address of another variable. Pointers, it stores address of, it stores address of another variable. It stores address of another variable. That is what pointer. Pointers, what is pointer? Pointer, it stores address of another variable. That is called as pointer. Clear? And pointers are not supported in Java. Pointers are not supported in Java. Pointers are not supported. Clear? Is it clear? Any doubt here?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay. And what is multiple inheritance? That point we'll see when we learn inheritance topic, because if I'm explaining right now, maybe there is a confusion. So better we'll learn it after when we start actual syllabus. Operator overloading. I will explain after operator overloading with as comparing with the method overloading. These two concepts we'll learn when we start after completing few classes. Right now, it's not a correct time to explain those concepts. Okay. Now next is platform independent. What we can say? Platform independent. Java language is platform independent. Independent. Why? What is platform? Actually, what is platform? Oh, I'm saying that Java is a platform. Java is a platform independent language. Platform independent language. Java is a platform independent language. So what's the meaning? Java is a platform independent language means Java is a platform independent language means what is platform? What is platform? See, platform is nothing but any operating system. When I'm saying key platform is what you can consider any operating system, either it is Windows, Linux, Unix, Mac, any operating system, any operating system. Again, in Windows, like Windows 7, Windows 11, whatever the Windows XP. See, what you can say, platform is nothing but it's just a operating system. Platform is just a operating system. So while using or when you are installing JDK, when you are using Java programming, when you want to execute Java program, there is no specific requirement that you should have this operating system. No. Java program, they can run on any machine. Platform independent means what? It can execute on Java programs. They can execute Java programs. What I can say? Java programs can be executed on any machine. They can be executed on any machine. Java programs can be executed on any machine, or you can say any platform, any machine or any platform. Any platform means any operating system, on any operating system, in operating system. Okay. There is no specific requirement. There is no specific requirement for JDK. Okay, there is no specific requirement. Yes, you need only Windows system or you need only Mac. No, this platform independent means Java language, it can execute on any machine. Java language, it can execute on any machine. Okay, that is what platform independent. Why Java language is platform independent? That we'll see later. Okay, platform. Okay, so I'll write definition of platform. Platform means platform is the hardware or software environment in which a program runs. Right? Platform is the hardware or software where your program can. So there is no specific requirement where your program can execute. Okay. So Java language is a platform independent. Java language is platform independent. Okay. Actually, there are two types of platform. There are two types of platforms. First, software based and hardware based. And here Java provides it provides software based platform. Here we can say Java code can be executed on multiple platforms. Multiple. What we are considering here? Multiple platforms. Like, for example, Windows, Mac, okay, or Sun Solaris. Now, see, it's clear. What is platform? Platform, you can say either hardware or software, but Java is concerned about the software only. But here, there is no specific requirement. There is no specific this platform requirement. You should have Windows operating system. It should have only Mac or Sun Solaris. So here, main thing, how Java is a platform independent. That is correct. Java is a platform independent language. But why? How Java becomes this platform independent language? How Java becomes platform independent language. Okay, that concept I will explain, right? That concept I will explain. So before that, I want to add one more point here. Architectural neutral Java language. Another feature is what? Architectural neutral. So we can say Java is architecture neutral language because there are no implementation dependent features, right? Means like, see, you are having 32-bit operating system. If you are having 64-bit architecture, right? It doesn't matter, or 4 bytes of memory. See, here what we can say, architectural neutral is nothing but there is no specific requirement, no specific, there is no specific requirement for the, what you can say, there is no specific requirement for implementation of Java code. It can be executed on 32-bit or 64-bit architecture. All right. It can be executed on 32-bit architecture or 64-bit architecture. No specific requirement. It can be executed on both the architecture. So that's why it is called as architectural neutral. Java language is architectural neutral. It is a platform independent, any operating system, and whether that architecture is what's the memory, how much memory, what's the hard disk, or whether the operating system is 32-bit or 64-bit, what the architecture, it doesn't matter. That's why Java language is called as architectural neutral language. Java language is called as architectural neutral language, right? Next, fourth is portable. Java language is called as portable language. Java language is called portable language. See, again, important feature before learning this, you must know what is JDK, what is JRE, what is JVM, right? Before understanding all these, these are the points which are very important. But before that, you must know what is JDK, what is JRE, and what is JVM. See, here, actually, when you are writing the code, when you install JDK on your machine, I was thinking this point I should explain when all students are there, but anyway, I will repeat on Monday again. So first, suppose this is your JDK. We are going to install JDK on Monday. Okay. Now JDK means what? JDK means what? Java Development Kit. Java Development Kit. So what is Java Development Kit means what? Meaning of Java Development Kit. See, first aided kit, what it contains? First aided kit, what it contains? Whatever the things which are required for the first aiding. That kit is first aided kit, or you can say makeup kit. Whatever the tools required for the makeup, or shaving kit. What it contains? All the tools which are required for the shaving. Means it's a combination of. It's the combination of, or it's what you can say? It's a box of tool kit. Kit is what? It's a box of tools, we can say. So JDK is what? It's a Java development kit. Means whatever the tools which are required for the development and the execution of Java program, all those tools are available inside the JDK. Now, when you install JDK on your machine, then you can write Java program, you can execute Java program, right? Means for the execution and for the development of Java program, whatever the tools are required, those are available inside this JDK. That is what? Java Development Kit. Clear? Java Development Kit is what? Tools which are required for execution, which are required for the execution and development of Java program. That kit is what your JDK kit. JDK. Okay. This is the now what you will install JDK. When you search on the internet, JDK 1.8. We are using 1.8 version. Okay. Next, this JDK, what it contains? JDK, it contains different development tools. Again, we can say here this JDK, it contains, this is what JRE, this is JRE, and this is what development tools. JRE and development tools. This is complete JDK. This is Java JDK, Java Development Kit, and this is what JRE, Java Runtime Environment. And this Java Runtime Environment, internally it contains JRE. See, important, very important concept. Remember this concept, because in the interview, compulsory this question will ask. What the question? Interview question. As I told you, ki every time when we are learning any concept, at that same time I will give you the interview questions and how to answer that question. So what the interview question? What is JDK? First, what is JDK? Then JRE and JVM, and then differentiate, or what is JDK, JRE, JVM, and difference. What's the difference between? What's the difference between the JDK, JRE, JVM? Actually, what is JDK? What is JRE? What is JVM? See, compulsory every student, every Java developer, he must know this answer. Right? This is not very basic question. And what we consider this question, who is going to ask this question? But no, compulsory JDK, JRE, JVM. What is the JDK? What is the JRE? What is JVM? This type of question will be asked in the interview. So be prepared for that. So what is JDK? JDK is a combination of JRE. And what is JVM? JVM, it is a part of Java runtime environment. It is a part of, it's a Java virtual machine. JRE means what? JRE. JRE. This is called as, it's known as Java runtime environment. It is known as Java runtime environment. Okay, that is JRE. And what is JVM? JVM is what? Java virtual machine. It is known as JVM. What is JVM? JVM, Java virtual machine. Okay, and JRE is what? Java runtime environment. And what is JDK? Java development kit. Java development kit. Okay, now here this is JVM, this is a JRE, JDK, correct. Now JRE is what? It is a Java runtime environment, and what it contains? It contains set of libraries. Again, inside the JRE, see, what's the beauty of Java language? It provides some predefined classes, predefined libraries, predefined methods, which are required for the execution of application, right? Which are required for the execution of an application. It contains that set of libraries. So right now, if you are not getting that, leave it, no problem. Just remember, it contains some set of libraries. Set of libraries. Like suppose we can say jar file, just example, jar, etc. These are the files. Okay, now this JDK, and this is, it's what? Development tool. Development tools. Development tools. What are the development tools? Java, C, Java. See what it contains. It contains which tools which are required for the development of an application. Okay, so JDK is what? It is a combination of JRE. It is a plus development tools. Development tools like Java compiler, Java interpreter. Now, what is compiler? What is interpreter? That will say. But before that, just try to understand this development kit. What it contains? It contains all the tools which are required for writing a Java program, and which are all the tools which are required for the execution of Java program. Correct? Java runtime environment is what? After writing this program, when you want to execute that program, who is responsible for that? JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Java Virtual Machine. It's responsible for the execution of a Java code. Now, while execution, if any set of libraries are required, then it can take from you. Means this is a complete environment where your Java program runs, right? Where your Java programs gets executed. Yes, are you getting? JRE, JDK. Are you getting what is JVM? Is it clear? Are you getting? This what is JVM? Okay, I will write in short. What is JVM? What is JDK? Here, first. JDK. What is JDK? Java Development Kit. What is required? Java Development Kit. Okay, JDK is what? Java Development Kit. Why it is used? So this kit, it is used to develop. It is used to develop Java applications and JDK, it physically exists. Means what we are going to install? We are going to install JDK only. So physically you can see that software. So it physically exists and what it contains JDK. JDK equals to what you can say? JRE plus development. Development tools. What are the development tools? You can say compiler, you can say interpreter, right? Then and whatever they see, different document generator or everything is everything is available in the JDK. And what is JRE? JRE. JRE is what? JRE. It's also called as Java Runtime Environment. Java Runtime Environment. Okay. So why it is used? It is used to provide. It is used to provide the runtime environment. It is used to provide the runtime environment for the application. Again, it is physically exists. See why I'm writing in this way. So when this question differentiate, then you can easily differentiate that. It physically exists, and you can say it contains what it contains set of libraries. An important component plus other files. An important is JVM, and important component is what? JVM, which is actually responsible for the execution. Correct? Now, what is JVM then? JVM, what is JVM? JVM is very important. JVM, it is also known as Java Runtime Environment. It is called as JVM, sorry, Java Virtual Machine. It is called as Java Virtual Machine. JVM is what? Why it is called, why it is saying virtual machine? Because it physically doesn't exist. So it is why it is called as virtual machine. It is called as a virtual machine because it doesn't exist. It doesn't physically exist. Correct? It is JVM is responsible for the execution of Java code, or you can say bytecode. So what is bytecode? That we'll see. What is bytecode? What is class? What is, see, when you are writing any code, what will happen when you are writing any code? I'm saying this file JDK. Now, when we say source, what is bytecode? What is source code? We'll see. See, this is your source file. Compiler. After compilation, it generates bytecode. Okay, the source file. Source file, it is written in the English language. Right? Compiler will compile it and generate bytecode. Okay. Now here, this is what your source code, source file. So, or you can say source code. This is what compiler. This is what compiler. Source code, then compiler, and it generates. This is what bytecode. Source code, this file is stored with the help of .java. Compiler, after execution, it creates .class. This is called as .class file, and this is called as .java file. Means whatever the code you are writing that in the English language, that code is what source code, and compiler will compile it and generate the .class file. What is .class file? .class file is nothing but it contains the bytecode which is executed by the JVM. Who is executing it? Who is executing it? JVM. Who is responsible for the execution of that? JVM. Bytecode is executed by the JVM. This bytecode or this .class file is executed by the JVM. Actually, JVM. If I'm saying JDK, JVM is a part of JRE and JRE is a part of JDK only. But we'll use specific term. Who is executing that bytecode? JVM. This is what actual execution. This is what actual execution. Again, if you are not getting right now, no problem. Once we start writing the program, at that time we'll come to know, okay, what is this .class file? What is this .class file? What is this .java file? You will come to know. Okay. Okay. So this is what this complete flow of execution. Flow of program execution. This is the flow of program execution. Okay. So this is what complete JRE, JDK, and JVM. Again, Monday, I will discuss it again because this is very important topic and a very important point. And due to that, this is the JDK, JRE, JVM. It makes Java language more secure, more dynamic, platform independent, architectural neutral. Means whatever the most of the features of Java language are due to this JDK, JRE, JVM only. Okay. In today's class, any doubt, any question? Yes. Any question? If you have any doubt, any question you can ask. Yes, students. Those who
About
have,
pointers, can you repeat one?
okay. So pointer is
I have
nothing.
missed that point.
Okay. So pointer is nothing but which stores address of another variable. Which stores address of another variable. Yes. Anyone want to explain this pointer? Yes, anyone? Anikit? Do you understand the pointer concept clear?
Yeah. Okay, I
Yeah,
will
please.
explain.
Huh.
So pointer means suppose the variable contains the something value, some value, and it has its own address. Suppose the a variable contains the 10 value and it has some address. And again, we have the similarly we have again one variable that is b, which contains the address of the first variable. So that variable, by using that variable, we can change the data of the first variable, and that is not secured one. So that's why we are not using that in Java.
Correct. Absolutely correct. See,
Okay.
in general, variable is what? It's stores of value. Variable. If I'm saying A is a variable, it's a container. It's a container which is containing the value that is 12. A is containing 12 value. So fixed when you accessing this A variable in the program, you are getting the 12 value only. But and suppose this B is storing 14 value or 13 value. So when you are using A value, you will get 12 value only. For B, you are getting 14 value. Compulsory this same value. But rather than storing this value 1, 4, if this B variable is storing address of A variable, B variable is storing address of A variable. It's storing address of A variable. At that time, there is a possibility with the help of this address, anyone can change this value. If it is 12, it can make it as a 2 also, right? There is a possibility. There is a possibility. That's why pointer is not supported in Java. So in simple term, what you can say, variable is what? Which contains the value. And what is pointer? Pointer is nothing but which stores address of another variable. Clear?
Yes, yes, okay. And this concept is there in another language, or
Which
this
okay.
pointer concept?
Pointer concept is there in the C, C++.
Okay, that's okay.
This is the concept from the C and C++ language. They are supporting the pointers.
Okay. In that language, their use case is there. Pointer use case is there in that language.
Same to store the address of another
Address of
variable.
another variable. Okay.
And rather than directly accessing value from the A variable, see, if I'm writing, there is a syntax again for that language again. There is a syntax. If I want to access this 2 variable, if I want to access this 2 value, so I can access that value through this B variable also. If I'm direct, generally in programming now in the Java language, if I want to access this 2 value, what I need to do? I need to use this A variable only with the help of this A name only. I can access this 2 value. But with the help of pointer and that language, you can use with the help of this B variable also you can access this value, A value. With the help of because it no address. So directly with the help of this also. There is a syntax. Ampersand is meaning of ampersand is different. Star B is different.
Okay.
Anything else? Any question, any doubt? I think Dilip, you are new for the session? Or have you joined previous sessions also? You can unmute and speak. Make sure you are doing your enrollment. Monday we are having last session. And Monday we yes, Dilip.
Ma'am, I today only joined this
Acha.
session.
Okay. See, I'm sending you the community link. Join that community, and on that community, you will get the previous recorded sessions, as well as you can search on the YouTube also. Java FullStack by Sheetal. Then you can search on YouTube. So you will get the because these sessions are live on the YouTube.
Okay, ma'am.
From there also you can get the previous. Okay, just a minute. Other in simple way, what I'll do, I'm sending you the community link. Join this community, and you will get the previous recordings also. Check in the chat box. Join this community link, and then you will get the previous recorded sessions and go through that recordings also. Okay.
Join, ma'am. Join. Thank you.
Okay. Shall we stop? Any doubt, any question? Aniket, Shubham?
No, ma'am, I don't have any.
Okay. Shall we stop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Monday we will connect. Okay. Monday.
Monday also same time.
Oh, same timing, yes, the same timing only.
I mean, same meeting link.
For the Monday, we'll have a same meeting link.
Okay.
Okay, sure. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.